when I went into Auschwitz, it makes you think how you could get to that level of committing them crimes.
Now that I see like how it is over in Poland, and I've always been quite shy about it, I'm just like, well, there's no really need to be shy. I can be who I am and be proud of it, to be honest.
I'd like to take certain things on myself with a bit of help, like to go around schools and maybe try and educate young people from like a LGBT young person's like view.
I want to get involved more and see if I can do anything to help the LGBT community with like you know, people who aren't as like confident as me with their sexuality. So that's what the trip's done for me anyway.
Poland was a shock. Poland was a big shock. We've all come back since then, and we all decided that we wanted to make a difference, and we've all kind of grew. That kind of gave me the momentum to change, and to change other people's views on us. So over the year we've taught about hate, and now we think it's our time to talk about love. So that we've created the BGP, and we've given ourselves 7 days to change the world: sex, drugs and rock and roll.
Unfortunately we can't actually do that, but it's a suggestion to throw it out there. No, everything when we feel like we're not treated equally and we're going to challenge it, we're going to see if we can change something. Because I figure one person individually can't change something, but collectively as a group we could make a difference in some capacity. So the first thing we have got planned is we're going to recruit more people to the BGP, which is our big gay party, which is not an actual political party, but basically look at it as if we were a political party, how much people could we generate to join? Because we are everything that is a good party really. We are equal rights, we are anti-discrimination, we are anti-hate crime. So let's see how many people we can get in, and enlist as many people in the BGP as possible, see how many people we can get alongside us to make a difference as well.
Get a free lollipop if you join the party. Guys, I'm the fucking target now, aren't I? Let's be honest.
Stop discrimination. That is people.
love it, yours. Well, basically, do you want to know what
Information on the back of the leaflet. We're hoping to be a political party, but in terms of like homophobia, to promote equality and things like that. So, if you want to stick your email address down.
The Big Gay Party represents equality, freedom, the opportunity to embrace culture, identity and difference. Support the Big Gay Party, a political movement which demands to eliminate homophobia and hate crime and introduce equality for all, regardless of gender, sexuality, ethnicity, social class or disability. In order to make a difference, you have to try.
Alright, so it's like... It's been very productive. We've got many names, emails.
Full sheet of emails.
Yes. We've recruited our army.
Have you been surprised at people's responses?
Yeah, because it's like we haven't had anything like really aggressive. We've had like some people like looking like over like giving us something. Some people have given us back the sheets because they don't want to be associated with
but they haven't actually like said anything to us, you know, like really homophobic or anything, but that's about it.
Has anyone been positive?
One person in particular who was really good and stood talking to us for like about 20 minutes and give his email address and wants to carry on. He wants to keep in touch with us. Let us keep on seeing how we're going and things like that.
What's next for the Big Gay Party?
I think the Big Gay Party next is going to be starting some graffiti, heterophobic graffiti. I'm excited.
We are going to do heterophobic graffiti all over Alfred.
Because it's like homophobic graffiti is just like pointless, so if we put, like Emily said, if we do like heterophobic graffiti, it'll be like giving out that same message. It's like just pointless and all that.
Yeah, because if we write like die straight, people will get acquitted and be like, that's ridiculous, and then that's the point we want to get across is it's ridiculous to write die fags, and because you know if you write die fags, we're not actually going to die. Knobs.
I don't actually know any heterophobic graffiti or slurs. Except for breeder, not to. It's my favourite word.
Let's create some heterophobic graffiti.
Let's do it.
But if we're going to do heterophobic graffiti,
Does anyone know any heterophobic words?
we've got to oh my god.
Oh shit.
Remember with the BNPs, we all know this, they are homophobic, they are racist, they are discriminating against women, disabled, and everyone that doesn't fit their category of normal, which is basically the Holocaust all over again. If we look at what Hitler said, he had this idea of the superior race, and is Nick Griffin not just like another Hitler, basically, in my opinion. And I see it as if we can challenge this, then why not? If we can do something, if there's no way as a group, I don't think we can stop it, but we can make other people more aware of it, and collectively as one big group, then maybe something can be done, in my opinion.
Education is the key. Education, educating people and informing them of the real
realistics of it, that'll help. And once you get that, it's like, before, if you look back in history, black people were discriminated against by everybody, weren't they? Yeah. And then somebody stepped forward and was counted for, and the education programme went in so that you couldn't discriminate against black people, and eventually racism is being stamped out.
I should go straight down through inquiries.
Hello, how can I help?
Hiya, I just rang up the inquiries department. I'm doing a college project at the minute. I was just wondering, like, asking different questions about different political parties. I rang up most of them. I was just wondering, why should I join the BNP?
As I said to you about 5 minutes ago, I will send you an information pack.
Pardon?
I've told you before that I'll send you an information pack. That's all I can offer you, or you go to the website.
Okay, so you're telling me that I can't ring up the inquiries department to ask questions about general inquiries? You won't tell me?
I've got your mobile number, ends in 576. Why don't I get someone to call you when someone's free?
Whilst I was doing some research into the BNP, obviously it comes up with a lot of links between Nick Griffin and David Duke.
Beside Mr. Griffin sat David Duke. Mr. Duke is a former leader of the Ku Klux Klan, an organisation with a violent history of lynchings and murders of blacks.
No, I can't comment on that, to be quite honest.
So what if, for instance, say hypothetically you were linked with David Duke, what would your views be on equality then? Is why not try? Why not say never? Yeah, let's just try it.
Grandma told me there's not such a word as can't, so can't eat with broccoli. Physically couldn't eat with broccoli, like, so there is like a kind of word as can't on the broccoli kind of scale. But like, and anything else, I think we should try it. Anything. Let's reach the sky, man. Okay. We're off to London to go and speak to the Government Policies Unit to try and get Project Triangle to go nationwide. And then we're going off to Diva to speak to James Zelska to try and get Homotopia and Project Triangle more advertised for the country. So yeah, that's where we're going today.
My name's James Zelska, I'm the editor of Diva magazine. It's Europe's leading magazine for gay and bisexual women. We are a monthly publication, and we try and reflect lesbian lives, bisexual women's lives, and produce something that's entertaining, informative, inspirational, and you know, representative of all of our readers, which is a very broad range of people, going from about 16 up to probably 60 plus. What you guys are doing with your project is really, really important and really inspiring as well. I think if you could get people to do the same kind of thing, you know, in all the cities throughout the country, it would make a huge difference. It would kind of be like a sort of a political Mexican wave, wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean? And it could really kind of change the culture, just instead of being kind of passive and, you know, complaining and you know, being passive kind of victims of homophobia, actually saying, you know, this isn't enough. It's not about being tolerated. It's about actually going out there and demanding that we're treated in the right way. And that also that other people who aren't necessarily as fortunate, who don't have the confidence and who don't have a voice, can actually, you know, feel like they belong to a wider community of people, and they have just as much of a right to be who they are, gay, but, you know, straight, bisexual, questioning, you know, transgender, whatever. And so I think I really, really wish you good luck with all the stuff that you're doing, because I just think it's an amazing project, and Diva will definitely be covering what you're doing.
It's made us, I think, we are actually getting somewhere, because to actually have like a column or a page in Diva magazine is really good. So obviously it's going to be publicised right across Britain.
Stephen Twigg. I'm the Labour MP for West Derby here in Liverpool. I was elected in May, so my job is to represent people in the area here in West Derby. Previously I was in the government as a Minister for Schools, and I did some work in that time on bullying and supporting the work of groups tackling all forms of bullying, but including homophobic and transphobic bullying. I'm delighted to hear about the work that's going on around Homotopia, and also Project Triangle in particular, which I think is a fantastic opportunity for us to make the connections between what happened in the Holocaust and modern day prejudice, discrimination and bigotry, and in particular I think to give a voice to young LGBT people here in Merseyside, but also in other parts of the country, so we can break down the barriers that divide people in our communities.
Well, today we are in Liverpool for the first Pride, and we're representing the BGP and Homotopia, and we're also doing the big gay kiss today. We're going to get loads of gay people to lick each other's tonsils. I'm going to joking. Someone else want to talk about it?
We're going to get people to take kisses in what they interpret a kiss to be, and get them to do interesting pictures with nice backgrounds.
Not the average day kiss.
Not porn, no.
At the moment we're outside St George's Hall, about to start Pride, and I'm very excited.
What are the pictures going to be used for?
They're going to be projected onto the side of buildings, aren't they?
Yeah, they're going to be projected on Fact. They're going to be shown in Unity Theatre and in Park Street. And I think that's pretty much it. Loads of people kissing all over Liverpool. Put homosexuality in your face rather than hide it.
We're going to be showing a lot of love today.
And a lot of nudity. I'm joking.
Lesbians.
Yeah, just a kiss.
Not nice.
It looks dead. Oh, it's too high up. It feels like
well done for yesterday. It was like a really big success. I'm Sarah, I'm a member of the BGP. We're going to pick up where we left off yesterday about talking about the Catholic Church and the religion. So what's your opinions on that?
He's a priest, I think. And he said to me, you can either marry a man or be celibate for the rest of your life, otherwise you are committing a sin, and in the eyes of God, you are not such and such. I don't know, chatting bubbles to me. I didn't like him, he was very mean.
Why can't we go into a church and be married?
We'll go in and ask.
Should we see if we can and see how far we can take it?
Yeah.
And see what they say. see what they
What do
say.
you do if they said yeah?
If they said yeah, then that'd just completely go off the point of what we're trying to find out, innit?
But yeah, if we just get two people,
yeah,
right, and then just say both of them that can be like male and female names, like Charlie and Alex. So if we say like...
Yeah, but that's fraudulent.
I reckon they should go in and say definitely 2 girls' names.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it's lesbian marriage, innit?
Yeah.
So it's
But we know it's
the
gonna, and you go in and use actually and pretend that you actually believe that you can get
I'd
married.
use to like what's the word for it, like unisex names, because then you can take it further. Because if we phone up and we say, for instance, Emily and Becky want to get married, they're going to say no. Go get a civil partnership, and we'll go if you go for it.
But if we go in with like unisex names like Charlie and Alex, I think
You could actually go in and have a meeting with them.
See how far we can take it.
And at that point,
once
when
they see you, they'll be like,
no.
Yeah, but
we wanted
to
it.
say, well, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why can't we get married here? What's your reason for not letting gay people get married in the church?
Because then it can be exposed, then, can't it?
Yeah.
Being exposed for this.
You can find out the real reasons instead of just going along thinking, right, we're not going to get married in a church, so we'll automatically just go for a civil partnership.
Yeah.
Instead of people challenging it, whereas if we challenge
Go
it,
in and hit the recorder.
we could change it.
Expose it for its discrimination, and that's what it is. We shouldn't settle for civil partnership. We shouldn't settle for what we're allowed. We should have. It should be equal rights. Apparently, we've gained equal rights. It's equal rights when we can all get married. Personally, I wouldn't get married. I'd something to believe in. But if you want to get married, you should have that option. You shouldn't have to say, "Oh, I've got a civil partnership." It's because in the eyes of all, it's not the same, is it really?
No.
It's
But
not.
some people might be like religious and things and actually want to get married because that's what they believe in. So they should be
Get
allowed.
married.
Yeah, exactly.
I've planned my marriage out for the cathedral. In the Anglican Cathedral, where I've got myself walking up to a set music and everything. I've got a wedding book that I've had since I was like 10.
Would
And
you
it's
settle
not-
for civil partnership?
I'd have to.
But
I
it's
don't
not-
have a choice
it's
in
not
what
right,
to do. I
though, is
would
it really?
love
That
to
we're
be
not
able
allowed?
to properly get married in a church, but the likelihood of it happening is at the moment not very high. Is it?
At the moment, not really, but that's...
But it's not the BJP. The BGP will fight the power, right? And we will get you married, mate. Don't you worry.
Get me married in a
Don't you
cathedral,
worry
that's
about it. Hiya, my name's Rebecca, and I'm just wondering, is there any chance of me getting married in your parish?
Where do you live, Rebecca?
Quarry Street in Walton.
Yeah, you're eligible.
Hi, I was looking to organise a wedding. My partner's just proposed to me, completely by shock, I must admit.
Well, congratulations to you.
Thank you. I live on Walton Road. Yeah, sorry, I've only just moved there. My partner's lived there most of his life, like.
Walton Road at the Five-Way is not in our parish.
It's not in your parish?
Yeah, I'm originally from that area, but I moved out 2 years ago.
Providing you have lived, one connection that is enough,
Yeah.
is providing you have lived in Kirby for 6 months at some stage.
Oh yeah, I lived there for 15 years.
Yeah, what's your name?
Sam.
Sam?
Yeah.
Okay, Sam. What's your fiance's name?
Molly.
Sam and Molly.
Yeah.
What's Sam short for?
Oh, Samantha.
Samantha.
Yeah.
Right, so the telephone number is... You'd be fine. You only have to have lived in the parish at any stage in your life for 6 months to be married in any Church of England church.
And does that rule need to apply to my girlfriend as well, or is that okay with me being from that area?
Sorry, you 2 women?
Yeah.
Right. At present, the Church of England cannot do gay marriages.
Right. Can I ask why?
We're just not allowed to by law. The law dictates what we can do, and civil partnerships, which is what a gay marriage is, can only be solemnised municipal registry officers. Or at least they can't be solemnised in churches at present. Where do you live, Rebecca?
Quarry Street in Walton.
You're eligible because you live in the parish by living in Quarry Street.
Brilliant. And how do I go about that?
So the best thing would be to we deal with inquiries on over weddings on a Wednesday night at church from 6:45 onwards. Is that a time that you can make?
Sorry, what time is it again?
6:45.
6:45?
On a Wednesday.
Brilliant.
Okay, that's great. What kind of time scale are you looking at?
I'm not sure yet. I need to speak to my girlfriend about it first.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Brilliant. Thank you. I'll see you on Wednesday.
Okay, so he's ready to go in? Yeah. Okay. So you know what he's going to say to him? Yeah. Okay. Like, you'll get married now? Yeah.
Good luck.
Oh, these are cute, these. Hello. So you're sitting in the front.
You fuck all my mate to die.
She just bumped into who's in the house? Come on.
No.
There's a woman in the back of the fucking van!
Fucking hell, I can't believe you've just done that. Nice.
Next, please. You bring the prisoner over to the right-hand side, please. Press officer, the time and location of your arrest, please.
The time was 1800 hours on Quarry Street.
And the offence which this gentleman's been arrested.
This male has been arrested on suspicion of kidnap.
Thank you. Right, when you're in police detention, you have certain rights. I'm going to issue these two forms to you here and inform you that you have the right to speak to an independent solicitor free of charge, right to have someone told that you have been arrested, and right to consult the codes of practice which covers police powers and procedures. Can you please sign in agreement that I've given you the documents and read out number 1, 2 and 3 there in the darker print? I'm not sure it's supposed to be credit, but
You've been arrested today on suspicion of kidnap. I'm going to be asking you a series of questions in relation to that offence. What were you doing in Quarry Street?
No comment.
Do you know the victim, Mary Carson?
No comment.
Why did you kidnap Mary Carson?
'Cause you're straight.
Why did you kidnap Mary Carson?
Because they were straight.
Why did you kidnap Mary Carson?
No comments.
I'm going to ask again, why did you kidnap Mary Carson?
Because she was straight.
Why did you kidnap Mary Carson?
Because she was straight.
Take your shoes off first of all, put them on outside. Just take that off your wrist as well.
In there is an intercom. If you need anything, press that button and it comes through to the desk there as well. And obviously you've got your toilet there. Alright? Yeah. Do you need anything else? No. Okay, see you in a bit.
Mary Carson is a fictional character and was not hurt during the making of this film. Kidnapping someone because they're straight would be ridiculous, wouldn't it?
I'm Becca and I'm a homosexual.
I'm Jessica and I'm a homosexual.
My first kiss with a boy was quite weird. I think it was about 11 or 12 at like a party played Spin the Bottle with some fella. I was drunk for some reason and some kid asked me, do you want me to kiss him? And I said yeah, because I'd get kicked, and he turned out to be my next boyfriend.
I'm Sarah and I'm a homosexual. You were supposed to do this and I'm not speaking to you anymore.